Okay, today we're gonna talk about place value using base 10 blocks. Before we get started, we need to know what each block represents. Okay, the first one we're gonna do is a unit, and that equals 1. The next one is a long, and there's 10 units in a long, so that's a 10. And the last one is, we're going to call it a flat because there's 100 units in a flat. There's also different ways that you can build each of these blocks. You can have 10 units that can build a long. So there's different ways that you can build any number. Okay? You could also have 10 longs that would build a flat. Okay, now let's talk. Now that we know what each block represents, we can talk about place value and using it in a number. So I'm going to use the number 123. Okay, the 3 is in the ones place, the 2 is in the tens place, and the 1 is in the hundreds place. So we're going to build this number using the base 10 blocks. So we know that there's going to be 3 units in the ones place. So we would place 3 units in the ones place. We know that there's 2 tens in the tens place. So we know that we're going to use 2 longs to go in the tens place. That equals 20. So far we have 23. Now we need a flat to go in, just one flat to go in the hundreds place. And that would build our number 123. And as I said earlier, there's different ways to build different numbers. So I could also have, instead of using 2 longs, I could use 20 units in the tens place. That would still equal 123. I could also replace a flat with 10 longs, and that would still equal 123. Now when we're talking about decimals and their place values, a flat is now considered a whole. So let's say the number 1.32. Okay, so we know that a flat is now a whole, so we would place it in the ones place. Okay, and the tens place is now going to be represented by a long. So because the tens place represents 1/10 of a whole. So if we place 10 longs on top of a whole, there would be 10. So in this case, for our number 1.32, we would place 3 longs to represent in the tens place, and we would place 2 units in the hundreds place, which equals 2. So our number would be 1.32.